How to know if somebody ain't all that? Hey, what's up? It's Patrick. It's Rose via Fire, and I pray this message reaches who it needs to reach. So let's talk about how to know if somebody ain't all that, bro. Like a lot of these people be moving as though they all that. You know what I'm saying? These people ain't all that, bro. I'm telling you, bro. These people is not all that, bro. Like they be like, oh, look at me, I'm valuable. Like how they be saying, I'm high value. They be calling themselves, I'm a high value woman. I'm high value. You ain't all that. You ain't all that, bro. You know, these dudes out here be saying, oh, I'm a high value man. You ain't all that. You know what I'm saying, bro? And I'm doing this message to just know when somebody ain't all that. How do you know if somebody ain't all that for real, bro? But look at all the stuff they into. That's how you tell if somebody is all that, bro. And now you gotta understand, like, to the world, they might be all that. But to God, they not all that, bro. So whose standards is you judging on for real, bro? Because a lot of people, bro, they just want to be all that in the world's perspective. You know what I'm saying? But me personally, bro, I rather get with a person who's all that in God's eyes. These people is not all that in God's eyes. They just all that in the world's eyes. That's the thing, bro. You either all that in God's eyes or you all that in the world's eyes. Which one is you? You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to keep it real with you, bro. These people ain't even all that, bro. So how do you know if somebody ain't all that? All you got to do is just look at their lifestyle, bro. Look at the stuff these people be into. These people is weird, bro. These people is weird, bro. Like, look at the stuff they into. Look at how they talk. Look at these people mannerisms. They not all that, bro. If a man, all they talk about is their money, their car, how many women they slept with. Listen, they ain't all that. Hey, bro, they not all that. Now you gotta understand, to the world, they all that because the world is stupid like that. You know what I'm saying? The world is gonna be like, oh, let's praise this man. He's talking about money. That's all he talk about. He talk about relationship and all this stuff. And then one thing I'm noticing, bro, like everybody be reading the same books. Have you ever noticed that? Everybody reading the same self-help books. These people ain't all that, bro. These people, okay, they don't even have a mind of their own. These people ain't even got the mind of their own, bro. They reading the same books everybody else reading. Developing the same worldly mindset. Meanwhile, the Bible tells us friends with the world is enemies with God. These people is developing the same worldly mindset, reading the same exact books as everybody else that's being promoted. These people is followers, bro. These people is followers. So I'm saying all that to say, bro, like, these people ain't all that for real, bro. These people is not all that. I'm trying to tell you. These people think they all that, bro. But these people ain't even all that, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. These people is like, these people ain't all that, bro. I'm trying to tell you, like, how you know if a person is not all that? You know what I'm saying? Another way that how you know if somebody ain't all that, bro. Bro, just look at how they treat people, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look at how they treat people. If they looking down at people, if they treat people as though people is less than, they judgmental, they egotistical, if they just have this fake energy around them, like they just fake smiling about everything, people is not real, bro. All they do is fake smile, bro. If all they doing is fake smiling, bro, these people ain't all that because they can't even be real with themselves, bro. You know what I'm saying? Why you fake smiling about everything, just trying to live this fake happy lifestyle, fake happy American lifestyle, bro? Like this, these people ain't all that because they deceived behind this fake happy American lifestyle. These girls be deceived. Oh, every time they get on video, they smiling, they laughing. You think their life is happy, bro? But they just highlighting what they not keeping it real, bro. They just highlighting this fake lifestyle they trying to live, bro. They not trying to be fully honest in totality. They just trying to highlight this fake stuff that they be living, bro. This fake American lifestyle dream, bro. Whatever they trying to call it, bro. But I'm telling you, bro, these people ain't all that, bro. But I'm telling you, bro, somebody is either all that for God or they either all that for the world. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather, bro, I'm going to be real with you. I'd rather be the type of person to whereas I'm all that in God's eyes. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather be all that in God's eyes than to be all that in the world's eyes. And a lot of times, bro, you either or. You cannot be both all that in God's eyes and then all that in like the world's eyes. You can't. You gotta pick a side. Are you gonna be all that for God, or are you gonna be all that for the world? And when you really look at it for what it is, majority of these people, men and women, they all that for the world, bro. That's really what they want to be. Or they want to be all that for the world. They want to be like praised by the world. They want to be glorified and uplifted by the world. They want to be this. They want to be that. You know what I'm saying? They want to be praised by the world. They want to be like adored by the world. If you are praised and adored by the world, then you are an enemy of God, bro. You got to decide. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of these people, they don't take this stuff serious, bro. If I was the type of person and I started to notice that I'm praised and adored by the world, and I'm going to be like, am I living wrong? Because the Bible does say friends with the world is enemies with God, bro. If I'm getting all this praise from the world, am I even really close to God, bro? Like, I'm going to be scared. I'm going to be like, damn, I'm enemies with God, don't it? If you are adored and praised by the world and the world thinks you all that, I'm going to be scared, bro, because I fear God. I'm going to be like, bro, am I enemies with God right now? Because the world is adoring me and praising me? Am I enemies with God, bro? Like, what's going on, bro? I'm going to have to self-examine real quick. Be like, hey, bro, I might be an enemy of God because the world is praising me way too much. The world is loving me way too much. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell you, bro, like when you really truly stand for God, bro, the world going to hate you. Know what I'm saying? The world going to hate you, bro. If the world adores and loves you and all this stuff, are you really speaking the full truth, bro? Are you really, really walking in your purpose for God? You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying that everybody who's adored by the world and loved by the world is wicked or anything like that. But it just most likely could mean that they not fully stepped into God's plan for God's purpose for their life. You know what I'm saying? And some people, they change at the end of their life. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they don't even know any better. So they change at the end of their life. So I understand different perspectives. But, bro, a lot of these people, they don't even want to change, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. A lot of these people don't even want to change, bro. And, bro, a lot of these people ain't even all that, bro. So do not befriend these people who is not all that, bro. I'm telling you. These people are trying to be deceptive. These people are putting on a front. They putting on an image, bro. They not all that, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Do not become friends with these people who ain't all that, bro. Bro, if somebody ain't all that, you're just wasting your time, bro. Because if somebody ain't all that in God's eyes, it just means that they don't even want nothing to do with God, bro. These people don't even want nothing to do with God. So why are you befriending people who don't want nothing to do with God? They just want to be all that in the world's eyes. Do not even be getting into relationships with these people who are trying to chase the world, bro. These people, all they care about is chasing the world, bro. Don't even get in relationships with these people, bro. You know what I'm saying? And you got to figure it out quickly. You got to figure out quickly when somebody ain't even all that. Just look at the stuff they into, bro. Study the stuff they into. Like, look at, like, how they be just faking it and just, you know, these people be faking it. These people just, they caught up in trying to get praised by the world. They call themselves a high-value woman, high-value man, and this and that, bro. These terms, high-value woman, high-value man, a lot of these terms, they are looked at in a worldly perspective. They are high value to the world. They are high value. They are a high value man to the world. They are a high value woman to the world. They not a high value woman to God. They not a high value woman to God, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is, like, bro, just because somebody say they a high value, are they high value for God or for the world? That's the question. Are they all that for the world, or are they all that for God, bro? 9 times out of 10, bro, these people ain't even all that for God, bro. They just want to be all that for the world, bro. And that's just what it is, bro. But, bro, stay away from these people, bro, because these people ain't even all that, bro. It's like, bro, you sweating somebody who ain't even all that. You see how these people be going through hoops and sweating somebody? That person ain't even all that for real. You know what I'm saying? And let's keep it real. We all did it before, bro. We all done sweated somebody who wasn't even all that. Before we knew the game, bro, we was sweating people who ain't even all that. But now that we mature in our walks with God, we're like, bro, That person ain't even all that. That person would never follow God, bro. They ain't even all that, bro. I was sweating somebody who ain't even all that for real, bro. You know what I'm saying? But hey, bro, that's pretty much everything I wanted to talk about, man. You know what I'm saying? Peace.